we are here in the go-kart section. There it is.
Hello, legend.
Here's my awesome dad.
Hey, howdy.
So yeah, we're now heading towards the track. Oh, hi Tess. Hi. Here's Rosie, Max, and Owen. Check out this logo for the toilets. Hang on a second. Look at this guy. Look at this. Does that look familiar? Okay. My cheeks are getting crushed right now. Yeah?
Good.
Are we just going to race by ourselves?
No.
I'll beat you.
Relax, buds. There we go.
Okay, got my helmet on.
Alright.
Hey guys.
I'm going to do the impossible and roll it.
So, what you can see here is us in our cars getting ready to race. There's me in the middle. There's me waving to the camera guy. There's me putting on my hand because I wasn't able to tighten my seatbelt for reasons I don't quite understand. And then here is the guy coming along and getting our cars started up. Took him several attempts. So Owen was first in line, Finn was behind him, then me, then I don't know who was next. So there goes Finn, and then me, and then Max, and then Jake, and then Reece. Now I remember. There's me, heading off. Look at me stumbling. I stumbled like over nothing. There's my brother. There's Jake, shrugging along. Chug. So there he goes. And then yeah, so you see a little bump there. So yeah, the rest of this little bit of footage, here's me sipping on by. When my mom was standing, the recording was happening in turn 1. There's Jake going really slow. So this little bit here is like the exit of turn 1. Finn goes wide, trying to get around, I think Max or Reece, one of those two. And there goes me again. And then here's Owen going really slow. That 18 car was actually really, really good. There's Reece, there's Finn coming up on him really quickly. Then here comes me coming in with a decent bit of speed. Here's me holding up two guys. I'm holding up Owen and Jake. And then like there's everyone all together. There's Jake, still going slow, a little drift from Reece. Then we transitioned to the end of race 1 where we were getting out of the cars, and I was about to complain about how terrible the car was. The car was like, for some reason, really bad. Like, for some reason, the seat was kind of pushed backwards, so it was kind of hard for me to reach the gas pedal, especially since I'm kind of short for a 13-year-old. There's me getting out of the car. And yeah, this is the second race that we did. There's Reece in the 13 this time with Finn behind him. Here comes me again. Owen had lended me the 18 car. You can sort of kind of tell who's who. Like Finn is the one with no pants on. Well, he did have pants on. He had shorts on. So he's the one where you can see his legs. I'm the one with the kind of tan kind of thing. Owen is the one with the white shirt. This is my sister with the pink and white and black. And everyone else just looks kind of similar. And also Jake is the one with the red shoes. So yeah, and Max is the one wearing black with a little bit of purple on the inside. And Reece is pretty much wearing all black. So here's us zipping on by. There goes Reece. Rosie and Jake still going slow as ever. Owen nearly runs into the back of Jake. There's Finn going really wide trying to get around me. He went like full throttle into that corner. And then there's Reece going by. Then later on, Reece gets a little bit cocky and thinks that this will be a good thing to do. And guess what happens next? Yup, he crashes. And naturally, he thinks it's my fault, so he decides to flip me off. Classic Reece. And you can also hear my mom laughing in the background because, you know, her son just got flipped off by one of his best friends. So after the worker pushes Reece back so he can get going again, the light goes green, and it immediately goes red again. Because another car has stopped on the track, which would be none other than my sister. Yep, she somehow managed to stall the car. Just wow. And then here she comes really slowly. Then here comes Finn with a full head of steam. Just kidding, that didn't happen. This happened. He went wide, and then here comes me making an incredible pass where I passed two cars at the same time, but I'm never gonna forget that. Then here's another pretty awesome shot here of you can kind of see the whole track from here. And then here's me coming up, making a pretty good move. Swing it down to the inside of Jake with Finn behind me. That was a pretty good move. And then later on, I go to the inside of Owen, and this proceeds to happen.
Let me give her a squeeze, Mr. Squidward!
Put him in the wall!
I'll never forget that, Owen. Then here's us coming onto pit road once again to end off the race. Rosie's the first one in, me behind her. I tell her to keep going. So we're just pulling in, taking a break, then getting ready for the final race. That is race number 3. So yeah, like, okay. And now the final race. Everyone gets going. Max takes off and flips the cameraman off. Owen takes back the 18 car and follows in behind him. Followed by Finn, who decided for some reason to drive the crappy 13 car. Followed by me, running into the barrier again because I'm a clumsy little piece of crap that has no spatial awareness. And look at that, I almost get murdered by Owen. I just realized that. That was a close call. Then here comes Reece. Reece did a lot of drifting in this race. You can kind of see. So there's Max doing a little slide. Then here comes Reece. There's me leading a pack of 2 cars. There's Reece doing a little drift there. Then later on, I'm a bit more further away. Reece decides to drift again. That's 2 on the race drifting counter. Then again, he drifts. He like keeps drifting like in turn 1. Then here's me zipping on by. Reece slides again. And this little shot, Reece slides again. Owen somehow managed to get by me. Reece does a massive drift when trying to get around me. Then here he goes again. More guys going by. Then later on, a crash happens somewhere, so the light goes red, and my stupid little 13-year-old brain thinks that this is a good way to stop. Roll the footage. Yeah, I'm that dumb. So now the red light thing is gonna go for even longer, thanks to me doing a perfect way to stop. And then you can see everyone has to stop again, because here's me, just looking okay, but feeling pathetic. Then here comes this guy, I don't know his name, pushes Reece out of the way so he can push my car backwards. And then eventually the light goes green and we all head back going, and me and Reece immediately go to war with each other. There we go. Then here's Max just getting it, just kind of hitting the apex there in turn 1. There's Finn going by. Owen coming in really hot. I'm pretty sure he kind of slid on the exit. Reece does another drift. I'm just wondering how the heck am I losing the fight against this dude? Max has a little slide. Owen has a little slide in the corner too. Reece goes drifting again. That was a big boy drift. And me following. Finn going super wide, almost hits the outside barrier. Me going by. I think I've gone past Reece at this point. Yeah, there he is. He's fallen back 2 spots. Reece drifting again. Owen watching. Here comes Reece for the drift. Kind of body slams Owen a little bit there. That wasn't really fortunate for those two. Here's my brother, kind of giving me a little bump and run in turn 1. Reece kind of slides a bit again. Then he does another slide in that corner. Going by, Max has a little drift it. I'm holding up Owen and Reece. Owen tries to get around me, goes really sideways, and Reece kind of does the same. Then down the front stretch, Max makes a pass on Finn and stumbles into turn 1, allowing Finn to retake the position. Owen goes really wide and does a little slide trying to get around me. Reece continues to drift. He's like being like DK from Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. There he goes again. Flash forward to the end of the race. Reece sends it into turn 1, passes me, snaps around, and I T-bone him right in the left side. And I hit his left rear tire. The light goes yellow, which means that the race has ended, and we all must pull onto pit road, or else. So yeah, the go-karting stuff, our go-karting championship had officially ended. And once we got home, we were going to get the results, count up the points, and determine our champion. So, in about a minute, we will find out who our champ is. So, keep watching.
How red is my face?
And you got your hairnet on your. Pick up your hairnet, buddy.
Okay, so we're back home. Now let's find out who our champion is.
Yep, that's right.
And the same here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so I'll go. Finny gets 11
gets
points.
11.
That's 11 points for Finn.
Gus has got. Hang on, Owen's got a 5 and.
He's still on the toilet.
4 is a 9.
That's 9 points for Owen.
Gus has got a 2 and a 5. No, a 6. 2 and a 6. 8.
So I got 8 points.
Max has got 4.
Poor Max has 4 points.
Jake has got 4.
Jake also got 4 points.
Reece has got a 2 and a 3's got 5.
And I've got 1. I got 1.
And Rosie got 1.
I got 1.
So Finn is our champion. Fitzy. Finn Fitzpatrick is our go-kart champion.
Do you want to present the trophy or video?
Yeah.
Woo!